Saving for you. It's like this big, but that one looks bigger. But I've been saving it for you. Oh, okay. So anyways, we're here at the garden, and we are digging up some potatoes, not all of them. We're just going to eat some for tomorrow's dinner and also probably share some more potatoes. So I just wanted to, this is really amazing though. We haven't really ever grown such big potatoes before. Look how big these are. Well, that one is big, but look, that's not really the biggest. Look at this one. Look at that humongous potato. These are nice. And you know, a trick to big potatoes, look at it. It's as big as my hand. That's a big potato. Now, the trick to big potatoes is nitrogen. Potatoes love nitrogen. Now, of course, our chicken coop is behind this garden. And in the fall and winter, after we've dug up and picked what we want, this is where the chickens live in the fall and winter and early spring. So, definitely chicken manure helps fertilize this dirt. Also, though, I believe chicken manure has a lot of nitrogen in it, so that helps the potatoes. But also, with our corn and our sweet potatoes and the other stuff, we fertilized a little bit as well. So the potatoes definitely liked that, and they really benefited from that. So also another thing, I'm not going to pick up the ones that are broken. We won't pick those up. Another thing about the potatoes this year is that over on the other end of the garden, we planted these this year. The ones over there, though, there are potatoes over there. And it's going to be really amazing because, not on purpose, but by accident, we left a whole bunch of potatoes from last year's planting. We left it all winter. The chickens were in here. Like I said, the next spring, this spring, we tilled it all up. The puppies are in the garden. 1 minute. Okay, so we got the puppies out. They're stinkers sometimes. So the puppies are out of the garden now. So now back to potatoes. So anyway, back the potatoes over there. So we had last year planted the potatoes over there, of course. So now this spring comes and we tilled up the whole garden. We made the rows. We planted everything. Everything was good. Everything was good, right? So then, after a couple weeks of everything growing and everything, we look in the garden, and do you know what we saw over there? A lot of them. Potatoes were growing. And we said, what? That doesn't make any sense. We planted the potatoes over here this year. But by accident, we had left a whole bunch. I don't even know how that happened, actually. But it did. And we left them in the garden. So they were in there the whole winter. They were in there the whole winter, the whole spring. Like I said, the chickens had been in here all winter and last fall. Didn't bother them a bit. So I can only imagine when we pull them, when we dig them up, we'll show you how big those are. Because I really believe the longer that they're in the ground, the bigger that they get too. And they they're like onions. So if you leave onions in the ground over winter, they'll come back the next year too. So it's really amazing about potatoes and onions. So, and garlic for that matter. It's that way with garlic too. But now, okay, so back to potatoes. I'm really not very good at digging potatoes right now either. I'll tell you guys a secret. I'm not good at talking and doing something. I'd rather just talk or do, but if I'm doing, I can't talk. My mind doesn't work that way. I just can't. I try, but it doesn't work very well. So anyways, back to potatoes. So when the potato plant grows, the potatoes grow on the edges. So that's why we're digging kind of on the edges of the rows, because that's where you're going to find the potatoes. And be careful, because you don't want to nick them, because this is sharp. I have nicked a couple, but it won't hurt them that bad. But if you have a really big one, you don't really want to nick it too much. But anyways, just kind of be careful. Sometimes we have a potato fork, and but we don't really like using a potato fork. We just like to use this. So some people, if you have better luck with a potato fork, then use the potato fork. But we don't, so we use this instead. So anyways, okay, so back to potatoes. So a way, you probably ask me, what are you going to do with all these potatoes? So we had picked a few other ones that are in the other basket over there too. But what are you gonna do with all these potatoes? Like, look at that nice one. That was a nice one too. And these are red ones. Those are white ones. So I mean, who's ever seen such a big red potato? That's nice. Okay. So anyway, so you probably say, what are you gonna do with all these potatoes? And what I will tell you is this. I will tell you that go back to my channel and you will see what we do with all of our potatoes, which is we cut them out and we make them into french fries and then we freeze them, and then you can take them out of the freezer and they're quick and easy to enjoy throughout the winter and whenever. So anyways, but I'm not going to tell you how to do it because you have to look at my other video and watch it and like it and comment on it, please, because that helps me, and I like to listen to people's comments about if you guys do that, because maybe you do that too, maybe, right? So do that for me, okay? And so anyways, now another thing, if you don't want to do that, because we're going to have a lot of potatoes this year. So we might not do that with all of them because, oh, there's a good one. Depending on how many french fries we want. Even though our kids love those french fries. So we will do a lot of them. But if you want to keep potatoes just like potatoes for you to do stuff with throughout the winter and then the early spring, what you can do is what is called curing. And I think there's a potato here. Yeah, there's a potato there. So what we'll do, and we'll do a video of this when we pick or dig them all up this year. We will, what you do is when you dig them up, then you lay them back out onto the ground in your garden, and you make sure that it's not going to be rainy or anything like that. And then you let them dry out for like a week. So make sure you're going to have a dry weather for like a week. And then, this potato is hard to get out. I don't want to hurt it. I think it's a big one. So you want to let them dry out for a week. Oh, there's two of them. There's one of them. And so you want to let them dry out for about a week. Kind of maybe roll them over halfway in between, let them dry out. And then that's what is called curing them. And it's kind of like hardening them off for winter storage. So those, you don't want to make sure none of those really have nicks. And if they have a little nick, it's okay. But big nicks probably won't be able to cure very well. So then, after they're cured, then you want to collect them. And then you can put them, we don't have our root cellar built all the way yet. So this year, we're going to use the first shed again. And as long as they have cool, dry air, that wasn't that big, but it was kind of stuck in there. But it was a good size. And a little baby one to go with it. Okay, so anyways, so they want cool, dry air, not hot, humid. That will make them spoil and go rotted. So no hot, moist air. So cool, dry air, and then they really should last a good time. We've done that in the past with some that we didn't make into french fries, and they lasted pretty all winter. I mean, really, we had them until the next spring, so it worked well. So again, you want to keep them as dry and cool as you can, and then you'll be good. So yeah, so let's think here. I don't know if there's any more. Oh, there's one. See, it's kind of fun for digging for potatoes because you kind of just keep finding them, right? So, okay, well, thanks for watching my potato video. Please subscribe if you haven't yet because that really helps us a lot. And please put your thumbs up because that really helps us. And please comment. We love to read the comments. Good comments all the time. We've been getting a lot lately, so we're really excited. And we love to be able to use our lifestyle to spread God's love to you and bless your life as well. So have a great night. Thanks for watching. Bye.